Good morning, guys. So it's 5:30 and I am up working on my goals. I usually wake up around this time, around 5 o'clock, and I'll get my day started around 5:30. Today I woke up at 4 o'clock. I wasn't sure why. I was dreaming a lot and I just woke up and decided that I wouldn't go back to sleep, because usually what happens is after I wake up and I fall back asleep and then I wake up within like that hour, I get really groggy. So I was just like, I'm not going to put myself through that. I'm going to just wake up and get started with my day. And usually my morning consists of waking up, eating like a yogurt bowl, and just working on my goals before I get started with work and taking care of my kids, because it's really important to take care of myself and to take care of my own passions and pursuits and things that I enjoy, and to show up for myself. I show up for everyone else. I show up for my kids. I show up for my sisters. I show up for family and friends. And it's important that I make time to show up for myself as well, because I'm the most important person in my life. I'm sorry about the beep, my fire alarm. I think the battery's low, and when it gets cold, it starts to chirp. I'm gonna have that replaced today. But usually when I wake up, I focus a lot on content. The videos I'm gonna create for the week, the carousels and posts that I'm gonna push out on Instagram and TikTok. I love learning and I love teaching people. And so although it may feel like it's a lot of work, I also find that it really motivates me to be better, to learn more, so I can teach other people the things that I enjoy. So after I work on some of my content, I'm going to put on some active wear and head out for a long walk. That's usually my routine. I'll work and then go for a walk on the days I don't have my kids, and then on the days I do have my kids, I'll just go for a walk on my lunch. But walking is part of my daily routine. It's like a non-negotiable task. I have to do it. I will sacrifice other things to make sure that I fit it into my schedule. So I'm going to finish this up and then I'll see you when I go on my walk. So I am out for my walk now, and I mentioned earlier that I try to walk every single day. Walking is a non-negotiable task or an activity that I have in my life. And it's because this is how I show up for myself. Walking is my alone time. It's my time to connect with myself. It's my time to check in and see how I'm doing. I talk to myself on my walks. I assess my feelings and my thoughts. And when I finish my walk, I always come out as a better person. My mind's clear. My heart feels less heavy. And on top of that, it's just an amazing activity for the body. So I'm checking off a few items by just doing this one activity. Because this is non-negotiable, I will sacrifice other things in my life to make this happen. And that has to happen, right? When you show up for yourself, you're saying that you're a priority, and that you're going to make the sacrifices that you need to show up and do the things that matter to you. And for me, I sacrifice sleeping in. I sacrifice going out. I sacrifice other activities or experiences to make this happen, because this is so important in my daily routine of showing up for myself. And when I show up for myself, you know what happens? I have a better relationship with myself. It's like when you show up for your friends or your family, or when people show up for you, you have a better connection with them. Because when you show up for people, you're saying you matter. I care about you. I care about what's going on. I care about your feelings. I care about your life. And that connection gets stronger. That's how best friends, that's how friendships are formed. That's how partnerships are formed. That's how you create best friends, right? Through the constant showing up for one another. That's the same concept for yourself. When you show up for yourself, you start to become your very own best friend, because you're constantly checking in with yourself. You're constantly making sure that you're okay. And because you're so consistent with it, you know that you can count on yourself, especially in times where it really matters. And that's what I've done for myself. Because I constantly show up for myself and I'm consistent with it, I know that if there's no one else out there in the world, I have myself. And that's a really empowering feeling to know that I have my own back now, and that if I'm not feeling good, I know that I can take care of myself, and that if something goes wrong, I know I can figure it out because I've built that connection with myself by showing up daily. So I encourage you to do the same, because we show up for everyone else, right? If you're like me, you probably show up for your kids, you show up for your family, you show up for your friends, you show up for your coworkers. You probably show up for other people you may not even care about. So why not take the time to show up for yourself, the person who truly matters at the end of the day? And if you are a person who shows up for everyone else but yourself, then you're already ahead of the game in all of this, because you've built that skill set. There are some people who just don't show up for themselves. They don't show up for other people as well. But if you're a person who's showing up for everyone else, then you've built that skill set, and now you just need to change your priority. You show up for yourself first and everyone second, because like I mentioned, you are the most important person in your life. And when you show up for yourself, you become a better person, not only for you, but for everyone else around you. So it is a win-win situation. It's just you get to win first, they win second. I found that just because I show up for myself doesn't mean I'm selfish, or that I should feel guilty or feel like I'm a bad person or have like a bad heart. Not true at all, because what I'm doing is I'm saying I'm showing up for myself to fill my cup, to recognize and honor my needs, so I can be the best person I can be, not only for me, but for you as well. And so it is a win-win situation for everyone. The only thing is I get to win first and you win second. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, we all reap the rewards of this. When I didn't show up for myself, the old Katrina never showed up for herself. She was constantly showing up for everyone else. And when that happened, that old version of me was so resentful, so angry, so stressed and burnt out, and I relied on a lot of coping mechanisms to get through that time in my life. Alcohol, food. I was really angry all the time, and I just didn't feel good about myself at all. So when I started my journey of really focusing on becoming my best self, my number one priority was just showing up for myself and staying committed and consistent. The goal is consistency. The goal is not greatness. I'm not trying to do something big or grand. I'm just trying to become a better person every single day, little by little. And if you've gotten this far in this video, I'm sure you feel the same way. That you just want to become a better person. The best person that you can be. You want to reach your full potential. You don't want to be limited to the things around you. You want to live this one life that you have as your best one, right? And that also means that then you have to become the best person that you can be in this lifetime. And that means that you have to start showing up for yourself and doing things for yourself that truly matters. So I'm going to finish this walk. When I get home, I think we'll wrap up the conversation. So I just got done with my walk. I'm home now. I am ready to start work. Before I leave you, I want to leave you with this thought that you are such an amazing person. And I know that you want to be the very best version of you, or else you wouldn't be on this channel watching this video. I want you to think about what you do every single day and where you spend time on others versus yourself. Working for other people's dreams, working to take care of others, putting people's priorities first. And then where do you fall into all of that? If you recognize a pattern where you're not taking care of yourself, you're not making yourself a priority, you're not showing up for yourself, then to take a step back and reflect why you're not important. And if you took the time to show up for yourself and spend a little time just dedicating to your needs and filling your own cup, how that would benefit you and how it will improve your life. So that's all I have for you. I will see you guys in the next video.